It's week 9 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Drake May. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Vikings and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year.
Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from Minneapolis. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
We work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. Now it's going to be third down. To throw now, May. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. That's to the rookie first-round pick, Xavier Worthy. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On 2nd down, Richardson. Completing this one to Downs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts, 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on this. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Now flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They'll go play action with May. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And we'll set up a very manageable 2nd and 2.
I'll pick up us 18 yards. Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
The first run for Alexander Madison. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Wright now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down just...
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start field looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. That's Lockett downfield, he's got it. And he's in. Tyler Lockett, touchdown Vikings. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it. Ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's Richardson. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Looking middle, and he's got downs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Run with Taylor. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. The veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. 3rd down, 3 to go. Worthy. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here's Richardson, going to keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did. Walk getting off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The Vikings offense and veteran Tyler Lockett getting ready to get back to work. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. This run straight ahead for ETN. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both. And when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
They'll toss this one out to Madison. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is May. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Vikings will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. He keeps it himself. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
2nd down and 8. Richardson. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll work this. Downs goes in motion. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd down and 9. Now Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 43 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's now 10-3. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Bené Wanwu now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. The next drive about to get going as we check out what's coming up a little later here in Week 9. Tonight, Sunday Night Football. It'll be the Jaguars and Eagles coming up at 8:20 Eastern Time in Philadelphia. And then tomorrow night, Election Night Eve, Monday Night Football has the Bucs and Chiefs. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55 at 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 in KC. First and 10. Now Etienne. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Lockett headed in motion. Once again, it's Etienne. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's May. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
Here's the punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete. You
know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here in this first half, we'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, 3rd and 9. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They put Woods in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He was looking for Michael with that one, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? Now another try at 1st and goal, albeit from a little further back. Back to the air one more time. And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline instead. It'll be a huge loss. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position, and depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The home team just before the half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Kenny Moore there to make the play.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. Brian Thomas, a touchdown catch in the victory. It was a terrific first half from the rookie number 3 overall pick, Drake May. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Mike is going to play a big role in who wins this one. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. 3rd and 6. He's taken down for a sack.
This is the stop they talked about. This is wanted to start this second half and try to get back some of this momentum they lost in the first. Now, can their offense capitalize?
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a 1st down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Completing this one to Downs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Downs goes in motion. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
From the 1 yard line, first down and goal. Back to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on first or second down. Like, the issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A give for Etienne heading right. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
May to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. The ball comes out. The Colts have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing on third down is May. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And that is incomplete, but a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now this team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's May. That's to the rookie from UCF, Javon Baker.
Nice first down pickup here by Baker, and you hear this all the time, Mike. Guys that play faster than maybe they time, and what that means is when the game is live, the way they're in and out of their breaks, they're burst off the line, they might not time really well in the 40-yard dash, but when you put the tape on, they are running away from guys, and I think that's really the case with Baker. Almost 22 yards per catch last year. That led FBS football, and I'll tell you, this is a guy who can get downfield, high point the ball, and there's a lot of explosive plays in his future.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to the...
Oh, a loose football. The Colts have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. To the outside, catch made by Worthy.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone. They're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backward. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down loss of a couple.
You work all week on these goal-to-go situations. You got to have it. You've got to take advantage when you're down this close, and not exactly an ideal sequence. Run game stuffed. Then you go to the...
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Indy. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 34, Vikings 10.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and Drake May making their way back out. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They go right back to Taylor. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Here's Taylor. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and long. On third down, here's Edwards. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This from 45 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.